What you think, Jennings?
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah.
Changes are taking place here. Something that we have not told you guys.
Face to face in this trashy bar. Another glass and I am going places. Makes me laugh about the irony of everything. I like the way you're thinking. I don't really care about the music on.
So we were gifted some little pecan trees that had grown on someone's property. They had pecan trees, and I guess over time it fell in this great quality soil. Look how black the soil is right there, just quality. I wanted to take them, and they've been covered with some ferns and some monkey grass that we'll cut off of them. But look at these pecans. We're ready to plant them. We've been talking about planting pecans just like we talk about our orchard and building a legacy here on our farm. One of the things we wanted to do is plant fruit trees and quality hardwoods and quality nut trees. Pecans are part of a family that right there in this guy's yard that have grown great and exponentially have put off great pecans. So we want to be able to plant those here, and we're going to plant them right here in the front part of the sheep field. It's got great quality soil here. It's of course fed by the sheep. We'll make sure we net around them when they come in that area, but also it's got great water, great sun. It's just a great place to plant them. So about 4 or 5, and we're going to kind of plant them all right here in this open green area. And over time, actually these pines will they'll go away just because they're pine trees and they won't be here as long as what the pecans are. Utilize the pecans and they'll be in a good spot, to whereas once these pines start falling and once these pines are started to be harvested for our farm or whatever we're cutting them up for, we'll turn around and have these gorgeous pecans sitting right here in front of the lake. It'll be gorgeous one day, especially for our children. All right, we've got all 5 planted. Aiden helped me finish up. The quality of soil on these up here off the main part of the dam where the sheep have been the most, it's some great soil. And these got some good starters. But these are, you know, 3.5, 4 foot tall. Hey, you know, building legacy. I told Aiden these pecan trees may benefit him way more than they benefit me, but it's adding to our farm, adding value to the farm. The way it should be, the way everybody should look at land and look at legacy. It's not about convenience all the time. It's about making sure you're building for the future.
What you think, Jennings?
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah.
Changes are taking place here. Something that we have not told you guys. Definitely have some major changes going on in the garage. So this is what we're doing. Our laundry room where our wash machine and dryer is has always been entirely too small. And technically, I don't even have a pantry. I just have cabinets in the kitchen. So we are actually taking the laundry room inside as a pantry. So we'll be moving the washing machine and dryer and all that stuff out and transforming that into shelves to where I can put all of my canned foods, any type foods that we buy, extra flour, stuff like that can go in my pantry inside. I'll actually have a walk-in pantry. Out here, we will be taking this area, actually where the ping pong table is, gonna be my new laundry room. I'll have a washing machine and dryer here. Beside it, I'll have a little washout tub for things like when I'm dealing with cleaning up throw up or cleaning up something outside that is nasty. So I will not have actually a garage door anymore. This is going to be a door outside, and half of the garage we're basically going to be putting a wall up in the middle of the garage. We will have all of our refrigerators and freezers that are currently outside in the garage lined in that mud room, and then I'll have this wall back here I'm planning on transforming into a shelf slash like locker room for the kids to kick their shoes off in. The whole other side over here will have its own separate door, and this whole side over here is actually going to be where Colby's dairy cart goes, some tools on the wall, some shelves over there for tools, cabinets, things like that is gonna go over here. So if you can see that door and door on the other side, there'll be a wall up the middle. This current feed room, which is now emptied out and not a feed room anymore. So we'll have our mud room, our storage slash garage part, I don't know what you want to call it. It's going to be like for tools, like I said, lawn chairs, Colby's milk pump, some things like that. But in that room where I'm standing now, we're going to come in. There is already a lot of insulation in this room, and this is now going to be our cool room. So what we're gonna come in and actually do is put a window unit in here. I'm not 100% sure where yet. A window unit's gonna go in here with a cool bot on it. We're gonna be getting some racks put up in the top of the ceiling. That is gonna be where we can hang our meats. It is gonna be such a needed addition to our home. It's gonna absolutely be great. So we'll be able to actually bring our meats in through this part of the room now, and they will go straight in the cool room for anything that we're planning on hanging or chilling, even be served as like a big huge refrigerator. Start making my cheeses and stuff like that. I'm excited because I'm gonna be able to utilize a lot of that space. So a lot going on here. We have taken the garage door down and closing that up. Colby is planning on moving this section of freezers, which is that one is full of milk. That one is full of sausage and bacon from our pigs. That one also has birds, lamb, pork in it. And then that deep freezer has a lot of our vegetables from last year and the year before, which is stuff like corn on the cob, okra, stuff like that I want to just pull out of the freezer. Corn on the cob. If we want corn on the cob, I can't actually can our big corn on the cob. For those type things like corn on the cob, which I'm actually cooking tonight, we keep some on the cob to keep in the freezer. I have a lot of it canned that I do like cream corn with, corn chowder with, stuff like that I've taken off the cob. Obviously I can and get it out of the freezer. But for things like when we want corn on the cob, it's in that freezer. Some okra that I can fry up that's not already cooked down, because I use okra that's in cans for gumbos, vegetable soup, stuff like that. Obviously it's already cooked. All of this is gonna look completely different, hopefully by the end of this week. Probably not the best time of year to be starting a project with spring kicking off, because in between gardening stuff and canning and hog butchering, checking bees, pulling honey and all of that, we are going to be out here doing caulking, painting, cleaning up. Woo! More progress. Tomorrow the doors will go in the door spots. You see that? That's what we got done today. All the garage door system come down. So all the rails that were running across, motor that was right here, the door come down. The wall went up, the door holes got cut out. This is what it'll look like from the outside. This will go in basically to the mud room, laundry room. This will be the storage. It will also go to our cool room. This is another reason we really need a cool room, is because of that right there. I don't want this in my car, and we've got to take this guy and break him down. Colby will have to break the rest down, but it will be nice not to have it in my car and to be able to do it all ourselves on farm, and he could go at our cool room for that, so that will be very nice as well. Hey, don't drop that pig on the floor.
I'm trying. It's slippy.
Nothing like bringing a big pig in your living room.
You do have a tape measure. That's a big one. What color is it?
Y'all all know my favorite boot. So I have a few pair of name brand rubber boots, but by far, hands down, for comfort, High C is my absolute favorite boot. So I want to show y'all my new boots. High C.
Oh, those are cute.
These are cute, aren't they? I like the rubber grips.
I like the pink.
It rained a lot yesterday. I have to have rain boots to go outside. I'm headed out into the greenhouse To check on the things in the greenhouse, I have an extra SCOBY.
I like the pink
If y'all are
one.
not familiar with what a SCOBY is, I have a video on kombucha. Y'all can go back and check that out. I'm gonna be feeding my extra SCOBY to the chicken. Give me my boot, sister. I'm gonna be feeding the SCOBY to the chickens. I have a local friend that drops off all her scraps. So I'm also gonna be dumping all of that to the pigs today. So definitely have to have the rain boots. Even with my other pair that's my longer, they're almost my knee length boot. This one's not quite a knee length. It's like more of a mid calf. But if you feel the texture right here is so soft. So soft. Not only is this so soft and comfortable, but the sole itself is so comfortable. By far, hands down, my favorite boot. These are my new pair, and I'm going to show y'all Colby's new pair. Here is Colby's new pair, and geez, these are super nice.
And those are big.
Definitely our favorite boot we wear. We wear for comfort. We absolutely love this company. Here's Colby's boot. It is super nice, but I think I am a little partial to mine because they save my feet. Oh gosh, these are really comfortable. I love these boots.
Oh, I'm gonna use them. You know that, right?
It is a very wet and nasty spring day today, but y'all see that we are making progress. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and I'm gonna show y'all what we've gotten done today. We're at a stopping point because the person that's coming out and helping us also has another full-time job, and he goes back on that shift. So we're kind of at a stop. It looks really good. I'm getting really, really excited because this is going to be a huge addition, bonus, extra space for us. So I'm super, super thrilled about it. Y'all see no more garage door. The garage door is gone. This is going to be the new entrance into the house where the mud room is going to be. So we got that door up. Our whole middle wall is up. Now this will be where we put our taller fridges, freezers, down to our smallest short, like deep freezers. We have a few more upstairs, so we're gonna get all those cleaned up. They'll be moved over here on this wall, so they'll go down this wall. The shorter ones, we're gonna start cabinetry at the top, and then we'll do a cabinetry across the top and all the way across the bottom, and possibly even over there. Even use this area as my freeze drying section. I'm not 100% sure. Possibly there, or once we get these refrigerators here moved, I'm going to have this whole space over here that is going to be cabinetry at the bottom and top, and then I'll have this whole working area over here. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna do like my freeze dryers and dehydrators in a corner over here or over here. We're gonna kind of just work on that and talk that out. Now over here, which is going to be our like shop area, we'll have a totally different entrance here. You'll come in here, like our feeds will be here, like dog food, cat food. All this will be gone, and will also turn into cabinetry for tools, our dairy cart where Colby milks, our cold room. It was insulated pretty well, but I think Colby wanted to add another layer of insulation in here just so that when we cool this, it stays absolutely cool in here. We have that going. It's gonna look really good when we're done. Now our stackable washing machine and dryer is gonna stack here. More than likely. I still have not 100% made up my mind if we're gonna stack it or not. So I think we're gonna go with like a butcher block style countertop beside that. And then we're going to do a locker space for she rack. Now my problem was having this stuff up against the open stairs. I was like, I don't think that's gonna look right. I thought about building a wall there, was use like wainscoting or shiplap wood, some type of wood. And from where my cabinet to the washing machine and dryer, the sink and the cabinet starts there, to wood across to where my locker is, and it won't go all the way because we need to have enough space to access the stairs for if we're coming up and down moving something. But it would cover up that, of course, who doesn't Google things like that, to try to find some type pictures to go along with what my brain is coming up with. So I showed the guys that were out working today that, and I think that's what we're gonna have there. I have this area here that I still will need to fill in, and I feel like, don't y'all always feel like there's never enough space in your kitchen? I feel like there's never enough space in there. So to be able to take some things out like the freeze dryer, the dehydrator, just out of the kitchen, and then have more space for storing things like my jars and like making a true pantry, because right now at any point in given time, if you open up that little pantry that's in my kitchen, which is really not much bigger than this refrigerator except for tall, you have something that's probably gonna fall out on you, right? But being able to get some of that stuff out and making our old laundry room, which is right out inside this door, and then for a pantry is going to be just absolutely amazing. We have a game plan. We're making progress here, even though it's really, really nasty outside. We do have the majority of that closed back up, and it's gonna look good when we're done with it.
You like them? Touch this one. Liv, look. Liv. You wanna pet this one? Don't hurt it. She thinks you wanna hit this one? I wanna keep this one. Look. I really want to put it down. It likes me.
I think it's trying to run away from you.
Nope.
Yeah, it looks so different.
Yeah, it does. Okay, Brandon. This one popped. This one broke. Gosh. This one broke.
Come here.
Tooth.
Come
on. It's hanging out.
Please be still.
Are you gonna yank it? Yes.
I'm gonna try, but it keeps slipping off. I can't get it in her mouth. I'm trying.
It's like so hanging. Ow. Did you get it?
It's so close. I just cannot get that one side.
Deep in there. It's like so deep in there. Oh my gosh, it's hanging out so bad. Oh my god.
I just can't get that one side right there. Just won't let go.
Ow. Ow.
So after all that, Ellie was recording for us and we got it out. And Sayla's reaction.
I went. Then I was like, then I put my tongue where my tooth is. Then I went.
You realized it was out.
Yeah.